If someone has been on your mind constantly, if their name or image keeps appearing no matter how hard you try to distract yourself, the angels want you to pause and pay attention. This is not just a coincidence. When a bond begins to awaken between souls, it announces itself through persistence. Thoughts repeat, dreams echo, and feelings linger because something sacred is stirring beneath the surface of your everyday life. The angels whisper that when a person keeps crossing your mind in this way, it is a signal of divine timing. A connection is being activated. This bond is not random, and it is not fleeting. It is a sacred bond. Sacred bonds are threads woven long before you entered this life, threads that tie your soul to another for a reason. These bonds exist to guide, to heal, to expand, and to remind you of love's eternal nature. So, what exactly is a sacred bond? It can be described in many ways, but at its heart, a sacred bond is an encounter with another soul that changes you on a profound level. It may challenge you, comfort you, awaken you, or even shake you to your core. But always, it carries purpose. Some sacred bonds take the form of soulmates. A soulmate is someone whose energy feels like home. When you meet, there is often a strange familiarity, as though you are remembering rather than discovering. You may find yourselves finishing each other's sentences or feeling safe in silence together. The connection is smooth, even if life's circumstances make it complex. Other sacred bonds come as twin flames. A twin flame is a mirror of your soul, someone who reflects back your highest potential and your deepest wounds. The twin flame connection is often described as fiery, full of intensity and lessons. It can feel overwhelming, but it has the power to accelerate your growth like nothing else. There are also karmic bonds. These are connections tied to past lives, where unresolved lessons or imbalances have carried forward. Karmic bonds are not always easy. They can be challenging, sometimes painful, but their purpose is to bring closure, healing, or release. No matter the form, sacred bonds are not casual. They are not chance meetings at the surface level. They are divinely orchestrated appointments. They appear when both souls are ready to engage in the work, growth, or love that the bond requires. The angels remind you that the very fact you are drawn to this message means that such a bond is either present or awakening in your life. So how can you know if the connection you're experiencing is truly a sacred bond? There are signs, gentle, insistent, and often repeated until you cannot ignore them. The first sign is persistent thought. You think of this person out of nowhere, in moments when you would not expect it. Their face flashes in your mind, or their name appears in conversation, or a memory surfaces with unusual clarity. This is the soul's way of nudging you, saying, "Pay attention. This bond is alive." The second sign is dreams. If you encounter them frequently in your dream world, it is not an accident. Dreams are the meeting place of souls beyond physical distance. In that space, your higher selves connect, speak, and even work through lessons together. You may wake up feeling comforted, unsettled, or strangely emotional after such dreams, but always the experience is meaningful. The third sign is emotional mirroring. You might suddenly feel emotions that don't seem to belong to you, waves of sadness, bursts of joy, or unexplained anxiety. Later, you may discover that they were experiencing those same emotions at the same time. This is energetic empathy, evidence of a bond that exists beyond the limits of the physical senses. A fourth sign is the appearance of repeating angel numbers. You may glance at the clock at the exact moment you think of them and see 1111, or you may notice 222, 444, or 777 repeatedly connected to them. These numbers are confirmations from the angels. They are the divine's way of saying, yes, this is real. Yes, we are guiding this connection. The fifth sign is the reaction of your own body when their presence arises. Hearing their name might bring a flutter in your stomach, a warmth in your heart, or even a calm peace that washes over you. These are not accidents. Your body is an instrument of the soul, and it responds to truth with feeling. The sixth sign is spiritual awakening. After meeting them, or even after becoming aware of them, you may notice a hunger for growth. Suddenly you want to meditate, to pray, to heal your wounds, or to align your life with greater purpose. This awakening is triggered because sacred bonds activate dormant parts of the soul. And the seventh sign is protection. Even when apart, when you think of them or connect with their energy, you feel a kind of unseen shield around you. It is as though the universe itself is affirming, this bond is blessed. This bond is safe. If any of these signs speak to you, acknowledge it. Say out loud, or write in the comments, I feel this bond. Speaking it into existence strengthens the connection, because it is no longer only a thought. It becomes a declaration, a vibration, a prayer answered by the angels themselves. The angels want you to remember that sacred bonds do not come lightly. They appear when you are ready. The timing is never accidental. If you are feeling these signs now, it is because your soul has reached a point of readiness. You have been prepared through your challenges, through your healing, and through your growth. The bond is awakening because you are able to hold it, nurture it, and allow it to shape you in the way it is meant to. Sacred bonds are gifts, but they are also responsibilities. They require patience, trust, and openness. They are not meant to be forced. They are not meant to be controlled. They are meant to unfold like a flower opening in the morning sun. If you clutch at it, you may crush it. If you fear it, you may hide from it. But if you trust it and allow it to bloom in its own time, it will reveal beauty beyond what you can imagine. For now, all you are asked to do is notice. Notice the signs. Notice your feelings. Notice the ways the angels are confirming what your heart already knows. This noticing is enough. The bond is real, and it is growing. There comes a moment when you stop asking, is this real? And begin asking, why now? That is where you may find yourself today. You've noticed the signs. You've felt the pull. The bond is alive. But why is it becoming stronger at this particular point in your life? The angels want to give you clarity. The reason is simple yet profound. You are ready. The timing of sacred bonds is always aligned with the unfolding of your soul's journey. Before now, you may not have had the strength, the maturity, or the wisdom to recognize or hold such a connection. Perhaps you would have ignored it, dismissed it, or even sabotaged it. But today, your soul vibrates at a different frequency. The angels are saying that the lessons you have walked through, the pain, the healing, the victories, and even the disappointments, have prepared the soil of your spirit. Now the bond can grow. Sacred bonds often awaken during periods of transition. Think about your life right now. Are you stepping into a new chapter? Have you closed a door that no longer served you? Are you learning to release old fears, old habits, or old wounds? These moments of transformation are exactly when divine connections become active. The reason is that both souls are aligned. Both are entering seasons where the bond can fulfill its purpose. That purpose may differ from person to person. For some, the sacred bond is about healing a past life connection. You may carry unresolved wounds from another time, and this person's presence helps bring them to the surface for release. For others, it may be about completing a soul contract, something promised long ago that now requires your attention. And for many, it is about support. When life shifts in dramatic ways, loss, change, rebirth, or opportunity, sacred bonds awaken so that you do not walk alone. The angels are revealing that this bond is not random. It is deliberate. It is written into the story of your soul. They want you to release the doubt that says, I'm imagining this, or it's just wishful thinking. No, this is divine. The synchronicities, the timing, the signs are too precise to be dismissed. You are being guided. At the same time, the angels want to give you wisdom about how to approach this bond. Many people, upon realizing such a connection, feel the urge to chase, to cling, to demand answers. But the angels say this bond cannot be rushed. Like the tides of the ocean, it has its own rhythm. If you try to force it, you only create resistance. Instead, your task is to surrender. Trust that what is meant to unfold will unfold, and it will do so in divine timing. The angels are inviting you into patience. Patience is not passive. It is an active trust. It is the willingness to release control and believe that the universe knows what it is doing. Your role is to stay open, to nurture your own spirit, and to allow the bond to reveal itself layer by layer. They also remind you to release fear. Fear may say, what if I lose them? What if this isn't real? What if I'm wrong? These questions do nothing but tighten your chest and cloud your vision. Love does not thrive under fear. It thrives under faith. The angels ask you to breathe, to relax, and to let love, not fear, be your guide. And perhaps most importantly, they tell you to let go of desperation. Desperation is the energy of lack, the belief that you are incomplete without this bond. But the truth is, you are already whole. This bond is not coming to fix you. It is coming to expand you. If you lean on it as your only source of happiness, you risk strangling it. But if you approach it from a place of inner fullness, it will blossom into something sacred and lasting. Pause with me now. Place your hand on your heart. Take a breath and whisper these words. I am patient. I am fearless. I trust the divine bond between us. Let the words sink in. Let them echo. Write them down in your journal or share them in the comments. These words are not just affirmations. They are invitations. When you declare them, you align yourself with angelic guidance. You tell the universe, I am ready, I trust, I surrender. The angels know that waiting can be hard. They know your heart longs for clarity and assurance. That is why they send signs. That is why you feel the nudges. Every repetition of thought, every dream, every angel number is their way of saying, we see you. We hear you. We confirm this bond. You are not alone in the waiting. You are accompanied by divine messengers who are working tirelessly behind the scenes. Now, what should you do while the bond grows? The angels suggest turning inward. Rather than obsessing over what the other person is doing or thinking, focus on your own spiritual preparation. Imagine that the bond is a sacred temple. The temple is built on the foundation of your own soul's health. If your spirit is grounded, loving, and open, then the bond has strong ground to rest upon. Start by grounding daily. Sit quietly each morning and visualize roots growing from your feet into the earth. This practice stabilizes your energy and prevents anxiety from taking over. Work with your heart chakra. Place your hands over your chest and breathe deeply. See a green light glowing brighter with each inhale. Say silently, I open my heart to love. I open my heart to divine connection. Send love energetically. Before you sleep, think of the person and whisper blessings. You don't need to contact them in the physical world for this to work. Souls communicate without words, and write. Journaling is powerful. Pour your emotions onto the page. Write about the signs you see, the dreams you have, the feelings that rise. Over time, you will notice themes and insights. You will begin to see how the bond is weaving itself through your days. The angels also encourage you to invite guidance through dreams. Each night before bed, say, Angels, show me what I need to know about this bond. Speak through my dreams. When you wake, write down even fragments. Over time, you will see messages forming, answers appearing. Remember, this is a time of preparation. You are being prepared to hold a sacred gift. The bond will not vanish. It is not fragile. It is eternal. But like all eternal things, it requires care. Trust, patience, love, and faith are your tools now. Before we close this part of the message, repeat these affirmations with me. I am whole, even as I await the unfolding of this bond. I choose patience over fear, trust over desperation. The angels are guiding me, and I am never alone. Let these truths be your anchor. On the days when doubt creeps in, return to them. On the nights when longing keeps you awake, whisper them again. They are medicine for the soul. Now that you understand what a sacred bond is and why it is growing at this moment, the angels want to guide you on how to nurture it. Think of this bond as a seed planted in the soil of your soul. With the right care, it will grow strong, blossom, and bear fruit. Without care, it may still exist, but it will remain hidden, undeveloped, or even misunderstood. Your attention and energy matter. The first way to nurture this bond is through grounding. When you ground yourself daily, you keep your energy clear and balanced. Imagine standing barefoot on the earth, roots extending from your feet deep into the soil. With every breath, release fear, doubt, and tension into the ground. With every inhale, draw up strength, patience, and stability. This practice ensures that your bond is not shaken by anxiety or insecurity. The second way is through heart chakra meditation. Your heart is the center of divine love. It is the place where your soul connects to others. Place your hands over your heart, close your eyes, and breathe slowly. Visualize a glowing green light expanding with each breath. Let that light radiate outward, filling your body, then extending into the space around you. Whisper silently, "I open my heart to love. I open my heart to sacred connection." By doing this, you keep the energy of the bond pure and receptive. The third way is sending love energetically. You do not need physical closeness to bless the other soul. Before bed, close your eyes, think of them, and silently send blessings. May you feel safe. May you feel loved. May you feel peace. The energy will travel. Your souls are already connected, and such offerings strengthen the thread between you. Another practice is journaling. Sacred bonds often stir emotions too complex to keep locked inside. By writing, you create a safe space to release. Write about the dreams you've had, the synchronicities you notice, the feelings that rise unexpectedly. Write also about your fears and your hopes. Over time, the pages of your journal will reveal patterns, lessons, and truths that you may not notice in the moment. Journaling is not just reflection. It is conversation with your higher self. The angels also encourage you to ask for guidance through dreams. Each night before sleep, whisper, "Angels, show me clarity about this bond. Reveal what I need to know in my dreams." Keep a notebook by your bed. Even if you wake with only fragments, an image, a word, a feeling, write it down. Over time, you will see messages forming. The angels often use dreams as their language. Beyond these practices, the angels want you to adopt an attitude of trust. The bond is not fragile. It is not something you can lose by accident. It is woven into eternity. You may not always see it or feel it in the same intensity, but it is always there. Trust that the universe knows how to tend to it, even when you cannot. Trust that silence does not mean absence, and distance does not mean disconnection. This is important. Even if you are apart from this person right now, the bond is still growing. Just as seeds grow underground long before sprouts appear, sacred bonds strengthen invisibly before you see visible proof. Do not be discouraged by lack of contact, by waiting, or by silence. Trust the timing. Trust the process. Trust the angels. The final message the angels want you to hear is this: this person is in your life for a reason. They are not an accident. They are not a mistake. Your paths are linked for a higher purpose. Whether the purpose is love, forgiveness, support, or transformation, it is holy. It is sacred. Listen to these words as though they are spoken directly to your heart. This person came into your life for a reason. Even if you are apart, the bond is alive. Trust the silence. Trust the timing. You are not imagining this. You are not alone. The angels walk with you. Let's anchor this truth with affirmations. Speak them with me now. I am open to divine love. Our bond is sacred, protected, and unfolding as it should. I release fear, and I welcome trust. I am patient, and I allow divine timing to guide this bond. I know that what is meant for me will never pass me by. Take a breath. Feel the peace that comes with these affirmations. Let them be your shield when doubt whispers, and your comfort when longing aches. Return to them often, especially when you feel uncertain. Now, the angels also want you to remember the importance of action. Spiritual work is not only about waiting, it is about participation. So here are your action prompts. Pause now and write these words somewhere you will see them often. I trust the divine bond between us. If you feel the signs resonating, comment below with, I feel this bond. Sharing it makes your inner knowing stronger. It is a declaration that you honor the truth of your soul. And finally, share this message. If there is someone in your life you feel spiritually linked to, share this with them. Not to convince or to pressure, but as a blessing, as a way of saying, this bond matters. Before we close, the angels are asking you to remember one thing above all. You are loved. Whether this bond unfolds in the way you hope or in a way you cannot yet imagine, You are never alone. The divine has written love into the story of your soul. You are supported, protected, and guided at every step. So take courage. Rest and trust. Let the bond grow as it is meant to, and walk forward knowing that love, true, sacred, eternal love, is guiding your path. If you feel this truth in your heart, like this message as your way of saying, "Yes, I receive." Comment below with a heart emoji or the initials of the person you believe this bond is with. Subscribe to receive more angelic guidance so you never miss what your soul needs to hear. And share this message with someone you feel connected to. You never know. It may be the confirmation they have been waiting for. The angels bless you. They surround you now with light, with reassurance, and with peace. Your sacred bond is alive. Your soul is ready. The path is unfolding. Trust, surrender, and let divine love lead the way.